Well, today we're in the wars. The last 3 gigs of the tour, and we've got a gig tonight in Whitley Bay, and we hit the frozen weather. Winter's here, so I'm just doing my car. I've been unwell because I got an infection of the salivary gland, which I caught at the weekend. And then we find out today that our drummer Glenn Taylor has a virus, which we suspect could be norovirus. I don't know if it is or not, might be. Anyway, so he can't do it tonight. So it's going to be a tough old couple of days. So it's not all glamour in the rock and roll world, as you can see. But I'm going to drive and meet the guys up in Yorkshire. And we've got to go early to have a run through with the Vanity Fair drummer Graham Walker, who's kindly agreed to step in. So it should be an interesting last 3 gigs on the tour. Catch you later. I'll just finish doing this. So tonight's gig on the Sensational 60s Experience Tour is the Whitley Bay Pavilion. And this is the stage. There's the Old Faithful. There's the Andy. We've got a guy called Will who's doing the monitors tonight. Good friend of ours from the past, and a well-known Brummie. Am I correct?
Yeah.
He is from Birmingham. So Whitley Bay Pavilion. Some trepidation on tonight's gig because poor Chris here has got a problem with his ribs. Our drummer, who you can see is not there, and that's because he's not going to do tonight's gig because he's got a virus. And so we're using Vanity Fair's drummer. We've also got Michael, of course, and yours truly. Well, you'd think we were in Delhi looking at that, but in fact we're in Whitley Bay in the northeast, sort of on the outskirts of Newcastle, and it's the Whitley Bay Playhouse tonight. As you can see, even at 4 o'clock, it's getting dark now, the winter's coming in, and this is gig number 20 on the tour. If you count our extra gig that we did, that'll be 21, and after this one we only have 2 left. Well, I've made it back to the hotel after tonight's gig at the Whitley Bay Playhouse Theatre, and Glenn couldn't make it because he wasn't so well, our drummer, so we used Vanity Fair's drummer Graham Walker, who did a brilliant job, and the other 2 guys have gone off for a beer, but unfortunately I'm on medication, so I'm not allowed to drink, so it's early to bed for me. I think it's about not even 9 o'clock. So no rock and roll for me tonight, apart from the bed. So I'm going to have a read, watch a bit of telly. And then we've got 2 more gigs on the tour left, only 2. So tomorrow we're in Halifax, Yorkshire, and then the tour finishes on Saturday in North Wales at Llandudno. And it's freezing cold outside. You can see out there. But it was snowing, but it stopped. I think we're all very tired. Well, here we are backstage at the Halifax Victoria Theatre, and this is gig number 21 on the tour. Hello there, there's Michael. It's been a very stressful couple of days because Glenn took ill, of course, and we've got Graham. There he is, Graham. Graham Walker did a brilliant job last night on stage. Helped us out. Thank you, Graham. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Fingers crossed for tonight.
You'll be fine. And of course, not only has our drummer Glenn been poorly, but now Chris, our keyboard player, has had to go to the hospital today to get a check-up for a few issues, and hopefully be okay for the show later on. And so it's been the walking wounded, but here we are at this what looks like a Victorian, well, hence the name, I suppose, of Victoria Theatre, Halifax. So it's an old Victorian theatre, quite a big one, really. I'm not sure if they're using the 3rd tier, but so there we are. So Well, gig number 21 is the Victoria Theatre. It's not open yet, but it's the Victoria Theatre, Halifax. You see the Christmas lights are up, and it was really cold last night. And as I said earlier, we've had a few issues with band members. It's been a pretty tough couple of days, but we're near the end of the tour now. And after tonight's gig here in Halifax, well, it's the last day of the Sensational 60s Experience Tour. And I don't know if you can see it, it's dark, but that's the Irish Sea there. It's very calm tonight. And we're in North Wales at a place called Llandudno. And it's a beautiful little place, really. And we're playing across the road here at a place known as the Theatre Cymru. And the Theatre Cymru is Cymru is Welsh for Wales, so it's this is North Wales, and we played in South Wales already towards the end of last year. But this is a beautiful little place, and it's our very last gig, and we're just pleased to be here because the tour's nearly finished. But it's been wonderful, and it's gig number 22 on the tour. Well, it's the last gig of the Sensational 60s Experience Tour, gig number 22, and we're in North Wales at a place called the Venue Cymru, if I pronounced that correctly, in Llandudno. A very nice place it is too. So, last gig. We're the Walking Wounded now, as you probably heard from previous clips. So we're just ready for a rest, I think. But this is a nice gig to finish with. And there's my Hazel talking to Scott from the Trems.
Hello.
So let's see from this angle. You can see the venue behind you. And there he is, Scott.
Hello.
Isn't he a lovely fella?
Oh, I don't know. Am I?
Chris, the Trems drummer, and there's Beaky there. They're just talking about something. So I'll just get up on the drum roll from here, see what it looks like up here.
Please welcome on stage the Fortunes.
Not bad for an Irish trick. Good evening, Llandudno. Welcome to the Sensational 60s Experience with the Fortunes, and we're going to kick off with a bit of the mid-60s called Here It Comes Again.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful, take it away! I've got
one of the finest harmony bands in the business. Let's hear it one more time for The Fortunes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes your entertainment for this evening. We'll see you again next year on Saturday, the 21st of November, 2026.
Well, here we are, and the whole tour's finished. That's gig number 22 done. I'm ready for the off now, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So from all of us on the tour, we'll see you next year. Make sure you get subscribed there.